Hello! Today is World Down Syndrome Day. This day is celebrated every year on the 21st of March across the world. In this video, we're going to be learning more about Down syndrome, and we are also going to be thinking about inclusion, what that word means as a definition and what that might mean for us. Some of you may have heard of Down syndrome before, and some of you may not have. In order to understand about Down syndrome, we need to understand a little bit about our bodies. Our bodies are made up of billions of cells, and these cells are so small that we can't see them without a super strong microscope. Inside our cells, we have something called chromosomes. And on these chromosomes are the genes that determine lots of our physical characteristics, things like eye colour or blood type. Most of us have 23 pairs of chromosomes. We get half from our mother and half from our father, so we have 46 chromosomes. In a person with Down syndrome, they have an extra copy on chromosome 21. So they have 3 rather than 2. The medical term for this extra chromosome is trisomy, and that's why Down syndrome is also called trisomy 21. When the baby is developing, this extra chromosome means that there are some changes in the baby's body and brain. And what this means throughout life is that a person with Down syndrome may look a little bit different. Their face may look slightly different. They can have one crease on their hand called a palmar crease. Also, a person with Down syndrome may have difficulties with their hearing, or they may have a problem with their heart that needs monitoring or sometimes surgery. But every person with Down syndrome is totally different and unique as well, just like we are. And they experience all different emotions and feelings, just like everybody else. And that's the really, really important thing that I want us to remember. I want us to remember that everybody is different. We have our own personal strengths and difficulties and characteristics. The theme of World Down Syndrome this year is inclusion. And this is something that we are really looking at carefully at KTJ. Inclusion, by its definition, means that we are including everybody into our group. And that's going to look very different depending on whether you are a student or a staff member or a member of our wider community. And it's going to look very different if you are in early years or upper primary or if you're in secondary. So for each of us, inclusion is going to mean something different. And we are now going to hear from one of our Year 6 students, Nikki. He is going to share with us his experiences of having a sibling with Down syndrome and also his personal feelings of what inclusion means to him. You want to share with the students your experience?
Yeah, sure, yeah, I will. My baby brother, his name is Ishan. He has Down syndrome and he's very happy and optimistic, and he always makes me smile even when it's like I'm sad. Or even my mom and my dad, yeah. He's my baby brother is my perfect baby brother. It makes it more uplifting, honestly. Like on gloomy days, it makes you happier. On like meh days, it cheers you up. And he's really like a spark. He helps me get through my everyday life. Yeah.
He sounds like quite a special brother, Nikki.
Yeah, he's really special. I feel like a brotherly instinct to like educate people. Like I don't want them to be laughing at him or like making fun of him. He's like I love him so much, so I don't want him to like be made fun of. So I was like I want to protect him and like it makes it seem all normal. Actually, yeah. He's taught me how to see the world in a different point of view, not like not my point of view, like a different point of view. He helps me feel better, like I said last time, feel happier, and yeah, he makes me see the world in a different point of view. Like I hope that he will be like successful, be happy and loved by people, and like he'll have a happy life, and also I want people to treat him with kindness, I hope, and treat him like the best friend, like any person. People who are different and neurodiverse are unique, they're gifted, so you shouldn't treat them like oh weird. You should treat them like how you treat everyone, like with respect and kindness. Yeah, that's what I think.
This year, the theme of World Down Syndrome Day is about inclusion.
Yeah.
And what inclusion means.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a new word for some of the students
Yeah.
at KTJ.
Yeah.
But when we break that word down and we think about it, what does inclusion mean to you, Nikki?
Inclusion means like accepting people for their own quirky ways, like their own personalities, their gifts, sometimes their like disabilities, but they still push on. Like you accept whoever, anybody, and like for who they are, every person on the earth. So as we go through this day and we rock our socks, I want you to be reminded that we are thinking about inclusion and including everybody, and to start having conversations with each other about what that can look like for you. Thank you so much for letting me be here. Bye.